these hands and steal these faces. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. What's fun with you is the nature of my game. I stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was time for a change.
We're back on the DIADF. Welcome.
What did everybody think about AMUCK? Let us know in the chat. Looks like folks enjoyed it.
Yeah. Did you like Jessica's freak out video?
Yes.
By the way, on the intro.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm. I dig it, man.
AMUCK was... This movie is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because...
Explain.
Nobody in this movie behaves like a human being would. And right down to this tenacious scheme she has to expose these people. And then what? I mean, like, she's stranded out in this villa and they won't even let her use the telephone to call the police. You know, she has that scene where she's like, they're like, can you speak up? They're telling her to yell into the phone and incriminate herself. But she put herself in that position. I mean, like, what was her plan? You know?
If we've learned anything, Jalo police, defund them. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, one of you guys said they let her do the investigation.
Yeah. You're closer to this crime.
Well, just sit back and you can tell us what you uncovered.
I love that at the end, after her machinations lead to the both of them being killed.
Yeah.
The cop goes, "Hey, we don't even think that was your lover that we found. You were here for nothing."
Yeah, repudiating the whole previous 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of positive comments.
Yeah.
Mike Justice, look at you hot piece snatch.
Yeah.
Look at that picture.
I know.
Hubba. Joe's also.
Yeah, Joe's he's been in a few Jalo and made a few, so he knows what's up. This movie is really like, if we would come catch up with Barbara Boucher's character later, she's like, well, I got there and I wanted to punish him, but they were both so high. And you look at a picture and you're like, I get the Rizaboneri, but Farley Granger? And she's like, you had to get to know him. It was a little different.
Yeah, and I like what Dave says. He says the main reason to visit Venice is the duck hunting.
And the quicksand.
The quicksand.
Come for the duck hunting, stay for the quicksand.
Quicksand, right.
Yeah.
The quicksand scene, we have to talk about this a little more in depth because...
Absolutely.
Don't they knowingly went into these swamps to hunt ducks, and they know there's quicksand around there, and yet they encourage people to walk out into the water, into the marsh. For what purpose? Like to get a better shot at the ducks? Are you kidding me?
They all wanted to see her with a wet T-shirt on.
That's right.
Not that they haven't slept together yet, but yeah.
You think they were just fucking with her?
I don't know.
They acted like they were going to shoot her.
There's that Hitchcockian suspense. When is it going to tear as they're pulling her out of the quicksand? Oh, boy.
I liked that part a lot, I have to admit.
Yeah. This has, though, I like that they really do have a soft swinging party where, like, some people are laying on the couch and some people are laying behind the couch. That one girl just starts, when they do the flashback, she just starts dancing and then she goes, oh.
Yeah, she gives up easy.
Yeah. Come over and dance with your top off and maybe stuff will happen. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a New Year's Eve party at the Panico residence.
Yeah. It's a lot calmer, trust me.
They're the kind of people that use the automatic record changer and stacked their vinyl naked on top of one another. So that was the most disgusting part of the movie. I can't abide that.
No.
David knows what I mean. We were talking about that earlier this week.
Also, they're like, what, that guy that seems vaguely terrifying, you should have him come and make love to some of these girls that we let into our house to be sonographers. Okay. Like, what is their plan? Just escalating morality?
He was the only person in the movie that I would have gone near.
Rocco.
Yeah. I never would have gone to bed with Farley Granger. I'd go to bed with Tony Randall before I'd go to bed with
And that's saying
Charlie
something.
Granger. I'd go to bed with Roddy McDowell before I'd go to bed with
Anthony Perkins, right?
Oh, Anthony Perkins was kind of hot. He was cute when he was young. He got more sinister after the Psycho part, of course.
I agree with Mike. If they knew that guy was a killer and he'd already knocked away from conscious at one point, why wouldn't they be more afraid of him? Yes. Who knows? I mean, you go to these out of nowhere rich people writer places, you're taking your life in your own hands. Does now she have to go to somewhere else and go through this whole scheme again? Like get in weird three ways and sleep with dangerous men in order to kill another set of people? Is this going to be like, is this the pilot for her Murder, She Wrote, where she goes from like town to town?
I love that there was this lesbian love interest going on in the secretary pool.
Oh yeah.
For this what did they work for? A magazine or a newspaper?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget. They were both of them though. They were both secretaries at this place, and then she decided to go investigate. You decide to investigate and you never return.
That's how
you gotta love that purple prose though, when he's dictating into the tape recorder, all that stuff.
It was very serious. It was very serious.
They went from being part of the steno pool to suddenly being under a waterfall together, and then she was gone. And that's why she's chasing her. What a wild story. Can you imagine trying to tell this to somebody normal that doesn't watch this show? They're like, well, what did you watch this weekend? You tell them about this.
Did I play the wrong intro? It's introing what's it? No, I think I just pasted the wrong pieces together.
You should curse the Castle of the Creeping Flesh.
Yeah, but I meant to put a trailer for Castle again, and I used the other one. Oh, it's these interns, the kind they send. These kids these days, they don't want to work. Isn't that the thing everyone says now? Oh, these kids, nobody wants to work.
Every time you get rid of one of those interns, the next one shows up and is like, we find out that he or she's the lover of the last one.
Yes.
Right? That's kind of what's happening in this movie, just bad interns.
She's here to figure out what the F went on.
Yeah. Where's my sister? I mean, lover. And you're like, could you just make the fucking commercial break, please? Just render it. And they don't listen.
My sister, my lover and my sister.
This is how the rich live, though. This is like, I love in Jolly where rich people are filled with neuroses and they're horrible people. Like, I'm sure the folks that went to see these movies were like, I knew it. This is what the other half's like, and I don't want to be part of that.
And they drink a lot, and they're oversexed.
Yeah, exactly. None of them are going to church on Sunday. They're all writers.
So I have a question for you guys. How do you feel this was received when it was released 77, 78? And AC, you worked there, so did any feedback from people about this?
Other than, as I said in the first segment, my theater owner at the drive-in or manager saying, we're showing pornography this week. No complaints. A lot of car horn honking during the sex scenes. A lot of people rubbernecking on the highway outside the drive-in during the big waterfall sequence. I think it was pretty well received. I didn't get any complaints in the projection booth.
I think the beauty of this one is it doesn't, like some Jolly get in like a lot of red herrings and get in like, there's a lot of twists and turns and bullshit signs that things get confusing. This one's like, we know who killed people. It's like, but
yeah,
until we punish those people, what if we have a whole bunch of sapphic moments and waterfall sex. Like that's what we're all here for, right?
Yeah, it's a giallo that the plot actually makes sense in a way. It's A to B to C. It's not A W Q R.
Nobody at
Strange
some
stuff.
point says, "When I was a child, I painted a painting."
This is more about the why instead of the who.
Right.
We know who it really who has to be behind this.
Yeah. I also like the just thrown in ESP plot where it's like, oh, she knows, she can feel things, and she has these like moments where she freaks out and screams. It's like, I guess this feels more early 70s than 1977. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was made in 72.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's another thing that would have made it seem extremely dated when it was released, and even in the space of 5 years.
Yeah,
I think of this. Not only did it look a little dated, but European films were easily identified, at least by most American audience, I would think, because the scenery, the fashions, the hairstyles, everything was distinctly un-American, probably. Especially if it was playing,
the dubbing, the gigantic, everyone with gigantic eyelashes.
Yeah.
Everybody has a bottle of J&B.
They don't drink that in the U.S.?
Just me.
Not where I come from.
People were on drugs, so yeah, I guess that's true.
But I want to talk about how nice the movie looked. I mean, the cinematography in this is great.
Mm-hmm. That scene in the marshes was amazing.
It is. It's not a cheap-looking giallo at all.
No.
It looks really well put together. Like they spent some money and some time and care. And the music, very eclectic, very weird, very strange.
It also has a train moment at the end, too. So you get
Yes, it does. A train. You always have to have a train in a giallo, right?
I'd like to make the sequel where she's on the train and runs into another mystery. Like, kind of like, she's just like the central part of these mysteries.
No, you know what would be great? She gets on the train and she meets up with the killers from the movie, the Christmas movie you showed.
Yeah, last stop on the night train.
Right, on the night train.
She sits down in her room, and the blonde girl sitting next to her. I'm like, no.
Or she meets up with strangers on a train.
Well, Farley Granger, sure.
Back to Farley Granger.
And then she goes to the next station, gets off the train, and gets on another train where these two old guys, one's God and one's the devil, and they're
night
talking.
Train to terror.
And then she walks to the last train on the night train to terror, and David Copperfield's doing tricks.
Oh,
yes.
I love his magic, his disco magic trick with the cards. I think that's my favorite thing that he does.
I love that they put him on a train with a bunch of assholes. Like, he's like, God, everybody on this train, other Jamie Lee Curtis is a fucking asshole. And they're all like, your tricks suck. And he's like, how about this? And they're like, okay, I guess that's all right.
Oh, the one with the switchblade.
Yeah.
Where it's like, really?
Yeah.
I love David Copperfield.
I think
bring it.
That's his best role, probably only. But
yeah.
I thought you were going to say, Bill, just a little bit of Copperfield.
Even just a little bit of Copperfield is enough to transform you inside. Yeah. I love his little backstage area with the lighted mirror, and the assistant's like, Ken, I'll get you a cup of coffee. And of course, we know after watching the movie, that's the killer, Kenny, the assistant. But I guess David Copperfield's character was already dead back there, skewered by those swords. The little dressing area seems so luxurious, though, to have something like that on a train.
Yeah.
A show you're doing on a train, like you have a little quiet area where you can go.
Yeah, come on. Those crazy Canucks.
It's indulgent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks beautiful on the train, but I love it's like, can we just give her a happy ending? And he's like, oh, wait, we screwed up. And she's like, too late, I'm on the train. Oh, and it's like, who was that for? Like, like we've gone through all this. For what?
And you know what? We didn't even mention that after they meet the devil and God, they're on a train with a Cossack and Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing and an alien.
Yeah. And like we can look through the eyes of this caveman and see dinosaurs.
Textbook dinosaurs.
Textbooks dinosaurs.
An artist's rendering of dinosaurs.
And textbook, as Sam and Bill will say on the Driving Asylum, bullshit science.
Oh,
Yeah.
The most bullshit science of bullshit science is within that. There's a lot of really cool recording devices in this movie too, Bill. He has that mic that he's speaking into. We got some reel-to-reel action. It's just beautiful.
Those reels were so sweet.
His office is great. Like, I love the house. But also, like, like, there's catacombs, like I said before. There's catacombs and stuff beneath it. Like, you can make it look 60s, mid-century, like, wild tech and stuff. But there's also sections of this house that have not been changed since the 1300s.
I'm telling you. And there's a secret passage into whatever room you're in.
Yeah.
There's going to be some creepy character standing over you in the middle of the night. Your bookcase always turn around.
A Baron Blood type person. Rick, who is this guy with his face all scarred up? I've watched too many Euro horror movies now to ever do like a bed and breakfast for one of these places, because the whole night I would just barricade myself in the room. Like, nobody getting in this room.
We got some bookcase turning on this in the second movie tonight.
We do. The second movie it really wants to be an Italian Gothic, but it's like, you know what? What if we just people fuck? Instead of like teasing, there's no teasing. What if there was open heart surgery? Sure.
Well, shall we talk about the second movie, or are we done?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay down a challenge after somebody sees the second movie.
Ooh.
I want them to come back in the third segment and explain the second movie to me. I'll be sufficiently inebriated by that time. It might make sense.
Castle of the Creeping Flesh, directed by Adrian Hooven, who also did another movie we showed last season. Do you guys know which movie it is?
I don't remember what it was.
Mark of the Devil?
Yeah, Mark of the Devil.
Yeah. Also directed. We never showed that movie.
We showed Mark of the Devil. Oh, we saw it at the drive-in.
We saw it at the drive-in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He also did The Long Swift Sword of Siegfried. And this is one of 6 he did, but he also acts in it as well. So a little of both. He did a lot more acting after his final movie he directed, Hard to Remember, in 1974. That's the name of the movie, not that the movie was hard to remember. And this movie is co-written by Jess Franco. Pretty exciting.
Of course.
Yeah, and when I say that, you're like, really? Yeah, just hang on. You can tell real quick. Let us know in the chat if you've seen the second movie yet.
It's too soon to talk about 72, but it's not too soon to talk about the second movie.
Yeah.
Right. And it's interesting because there's a lot of gore and nudity in this for a movie made in 1968.
Yeah, much less one in a Spanish one. It's one of those ones where we're not in Spain, we're in another country. We like go out of our way to tell people that. So the Franco regime isn't like, this couldn't happen in Spain.
It was only for the export, the foreign investors.
Right.
Yeah. This has.
And you'll also.
Go ahead.
You'll also notice when you watch this movie, it's very weird because there's a sports car that they drive up in, and then they take horses to the castle.
Yeah.
And it's set in some sort of weird version of 1968.
Yeah, and they get kidnapped by the horses, actually. They get on the horses without knowing where they're going, and one of the Baron tells them, "Oh, the horses know where to go." I'm like, "Fuck that! I wouldn't get on a horse and like let it take me anywhere. It's going to drop you off in the middle of the forest and knock you off with a branch."
But it takes them to a castle owned by Howard Vernon. Of course.
I mean, that's the Jess Franco influence here. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's kind of interesting cast. Janine Raynaud is in this. Who's in a ton of Euro horror. You may remember from The Case of the Scorpion's Tail, or Two Undercover Angels, another Jess Franco movie, or Succubus, another Jess
Get
Franco
that
movie,
fantasy.
or Blind Man. She's in that as well. So she's was in a ton of stuff. Howard Vernon, I mean, he is the Dr. Orloff of the Jess Franco universe. There is a Jess Franco cinematic universe. He's also a Dracula in a few movies. We also have Claudia Lutanith, who was in What Have You Done to Solange, but I don't know the name of that movie. I call that something different.
Terror in the Woods.
Foul play.
Yeah, Foul Play, yeah. And Michael Lemoine, who was in quite a few movies, also directed a few movies too. What's that, Bill?
Foul play.
Foul Play.
And blood relations.
Oh, well, yeah.
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment.
Oh, no, please do.
No.
But yeah, this is from 1968, and it looks like it could be from way before that. But there is the version that is on Tubi is the Severin redone one, and it looks about as good as you could hope. It looks pretty nice, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I really did this movie. I didn't know anything about it until Sam recommended it. I've watched it twice now, and I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was basically kismet because I watched it for the first time on Tubi, maybe 6 months ago when it first came on, and I had never known it existed. I mean, it was one of those Euro horrors that did not get released in this country, and somebody rescued it, and Severin put it out, and it looks great.
I'm pretty sure it was never on TV.
No.
Sexual content is kind of no-no.
Plus, you got to cut out all that open heart surgery stuff, too.
Oh, it's nauseating. Oh, my God.
Jesus.
I fucking hate that.
Also, I like that they got to the house an hour after Howard Vernon's daughter died.
Yeah. Watch out for that line, kiddies, when he says, "My daughter died an hour ago."
Yeah. And they're like, nobody says, "Should we go somewhere else?" He's like, "Please stay." I'm like, it feels a little weird. Also, Marion looks exactly like his daughter. And like at that point, you're like, "Oh fuck, are we doing another Eyes Without a Face movie?" Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
There can never be too many of them.
No, exactly.
No.
It's
either Eyes Without a Face or Mansion of the Doomed, which is Face Without Eyes.
Yeah. I like that Vera, Janine Renaud's character, does the Tom Jones scene where they're at the table and she basically starts blowing a chicken. Like that chicken bone, she's like taking it full into her mouth, and it's like, that's not. I've never found people eating fried chicken or chicken itself to be sexy. She tries her best.
I know, she's like taking teeny little nibbles at it.
Yeah.
Like she's a chipmunk or a hamster.
I had a film class from a guy in undergrad who said his worst thing about movies, he hated watching people eat on screen because he said it's actually disgusting when you think about it, particularly when there's lots of chewing and slurping and drool.
Sarah at Red Wolf Inn dinner scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I think about that a lot when I watch Herschel Gordon Lewis movies, that everybody in this movie is sick of eating KFC. Because that's how he would do that trick where he would get Colonel Sanders to in the movie, and then just like everybody, like for a week, that's all they ate. And they're like, cool. Now I get to do the scene where I eat an eyeball. Cool. Let me have one more wing.
You know, Sam, you think of that, and I think of Paul Bartel filming Death Race 2000, and Corman paid for like McDonald's Big Macs and the old styrofoam containers back in the day, and they got so sick of eating it that Bartel, I believe, wasted a reel of footage showing those little shitty cars that they had driving over the empty styrofoam containers, and he sent it back and showed it to Corman.
I love those styrofoam containers. I was like, I want all my food to come in this packaging. Little did we know.
Corman took him and gave him to James Cameron and was like, "Can you use this for the spaceship interior?"
And he did. Yes, he did.
Oh, that is horrifying, Davey. The Swamp of the Ravens morgue scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I can't really tell you what this one's about. AC's right. It's like kind of like it's very a vibe, as the kids would say. It's like we're gonna go hang out at this. It's not haunted, but it's a weird cocktail. It's got like 2 ounces
Yeah.
of Italian Gothic, an ounce of Eyes Without a Face, half an ounce of a sex movie, maybe an ounce of a sex movie, not just a half an ounce, and yeah,
I'm not
2
trying to
ounces
make
of
it out.
Howard Vernon.
Yes. I'm not trying to make it out like this movie is something great. I mean, it's total bullshit, but it's really got its own sort of vibe going on, I thought.
it's the kind of movie that Bill and I text each other at 3 a.m. about. That's what this is. Like I literally stopped watching it and I said I have to watch the rest of this on the show with these guys because I was like laughing in hysterics at certain parts of the dialogue and just the situations that happened. And I was like, this is perfect.
There's even worse dubbing in this movie than the last one.
You'll wish for Carol and DeFonseca to be in the dubbing. Like that's like high end dubbing. Like this movie.
Oh yeah. Or Ted, her husband Ted Rakoff, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of people saying things like this. And what did? Yeah.
Squawk, squawk, squawk. Matahari's got to file her report.
Yeah, thank you, Daryl. You had a good comment there for the group. The best part of this group is that we get each other's jokes and movie references.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That's hard to find.
True. It is.
Hey, let's look at some pics that AC Nicholas sent of, this is the screening of Onibaba. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, it is. From 1964, the greatest black and white Japanese horror movie ever. William Friedkin described it as the scariest movie he'd ever seen and stole the design of the demon face for Pazuzu in The Exorcist. And I picked this one with Jen Upton doing the intro.
There she is. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
That is not Onibaba. It's Jen Upton.
No, yeah.
And
everybody was scared, and they enjoyed it very much.
Oh, look at this.
And I also had a pre-show reel Bill will be bringing up here shortly, where look what we saw.
These were the 3 pics that you sent.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I showed.
Okay. All right.
I put together a Drive-In Asylum pre-show reel. It had some trailers, and there's Jen again.
Sorry, I didn't know what to put up there.
No, that's great. We had a good time. No, put that up there. I showed the trailer for the folks at Red Wolf Inn because I had to. I showed the Drive-In Asylum magazine promo, Bill. And Sam, I showed one of your drink segments.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, everybody loved it. And I got more questions that night from, this music is really good. I said, oh, that's Electro Manual. I showed the one, by the way, Bill, that you guys put together with the mannequins from Tourist Trap, because my theater down here where I program these movies showed Tourist Trap about a month ago, and they loved it. Everybody loved it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it was fun. You guys are great. Thank you for all your help on that. And Jen, too. She'll be probably tuning in tomorrow morning to watch it in London.
Yeah. You should do a dog attack series with Jen. I know that's another passion.
Oh, Animals Attack. Yeah, we were talking today about the new movie Primate, which is out in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't get it in the UK, and Jen said that she needed to fly back here and see it with the 3 of us, and I thought that was a really good idea.
I saw the trailer for it, and I was like, man.
It's directed by the guy who did 47 Feet Under, the shark movie, so he's like a Animals Attack kind of guy.
Hopefully it's like half as good as Crawl. I like Crawl a lot.
Oh, I love Crawl. Yeah, Crawl's really good.
I love that. We went to see
Crawl's
that
really good.
I had coming up on the show, I have Ryan Verrill from The Disconnected as a guest, and his sons both have autism, and so they're 10 and 8, so he's been trying to get them into movies, and they saw a poster of Crawl in his office and said, "We want to watch that, Dad." So he said that it was a pretty cool experience because he eventually went and showed them the behind the scenes, and his son wrote an article or wrote an essay in class about how much he loves the movie, and he loves watching it with his dad. So he said he feels like he's doing a good job by his kids introducing him to movies like that. They're gradually getting into more movies like that.
That is a wonderful bonding experience. So my son, when he was in high school, was in forensics, and he drew a random topic, and he basically talked about drive-in films. And he said, these are the films my dad likes. And the one he used was Eaten Alive, where an old codger has a crocodile in some moat around his hotel. He did very well with that. So I can rest easily at night. I taught my kid right. Yes, I did.
That's
Our granddaughter was just visiting us, and we showed her. I watched Trilogy of Terror with her, the doll segment.
Oh, that's
not the
fantastic!
Other because I figured she wouldn't understand that, but the doll segment was always. I don't know, for some reason she wanted to see it. I don't remember if we were talking about it or what, but she loved it, and then she saw that there was a Trilogy of Terror 2. And I said, yeah, there's another part with the doll. And she was like, we have to watch that one too. She loved it. And I have one of those dolls here at the house. So I went and got it and showed it to her. She was like, but she was like, it's not going to, what if the chain comes off? I was like, it's just a plastic thing. Nothing's going to happen.
It's not coming to life.
But then we watched Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Another good one. Wow.
And she loved that one too.
Well, for people of our age, those TV movies were excellent in the 70s and 80s. They were better than a lot of the theatrical stuff you saw. In fact, I think they're better than a lot of the theatrical horror movies you see today. Mm-hmm. We could name how many of them. Lots. And you guys showed lots of them on the show.
That's why I'm excited about that new Vinegar Syndrome label, because they put out Don't Be Afraid of the Dark on the release of it, and then The Veil. I'm excited that Kino's been putting out a lot of these Dan Curtis stuff and doing like new versions of them, because a lot of those never even existed on DVD, so it's great.
Yeah, a friend of mine asked me, she said, is the Dan Curtis version of Dracula with Jack Palance worth it? I'm like, yes, absolutely. It's really good.
Yeah.
And did I hear somewhere that Vinegar Syndrome bought Visual Vengeance or Wild Eye?
No, Wild Eye's putting stuff out through OCN.
Okay.
So they have stuff there, as far as I know. But yeah, there's like 3 movies that have just come out from Wild Eye as part of their Vinegar Syndrome, like high-end Blu-ray versions with tons of extras.
Well, there you go. You guys are part of Vinegar Syndrome in a way, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Look at that. I have
This is brand new.
Yeah.
Ozone, Attack of the Redneck Mutants. Produced by Brett McCormick. And
go Brett.
All sorts of wonderful bonus features, including a commentary from Sam and I.
Yeah.
Aw. Now, what is that, number 5 for you guys? I lost count.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I also got this one too, Violent New Breed.
Yeah.
Another Visual Vengeance release.
Todd Sheets directed Rudy Ray Moore in it. So I'm very excited to see that. There's a ton of new stuff coming out from Visual Vengeance. Saurians got announced this week, and I'm beyond jazzed about that. I love the Polonias, so that's a great one to have. So lots of good stuff coming, a lot more coming from them.
All right, so why don't we take a short break, and then we'll come back with more in the second segment.
I'm Betsy Palmer, and I'm going to liberate the dishwashing commercial from the kitchen. Because frankly, it doesn't make any difference which dishwashing liquid you use out here. Any good brand will get your dishes just as clean as Lux. It's in here, where your hands are on display, that Lux makes the difference. It conditions your hands. Lux has an exclusive skin conditioning formula that leaves hands feeling surprisingly soft and smooth. Try Lux. Your dishes don't care what brand you use, but your hands do.
Now, blood eaters are out there. They are coming, hunting, searching out fresh prey. Without feeling, without mercy, they track their victims down. Nothing will prepare you for the horror of these butchers of the damned. Nothing will protect you from the terror of the blood eaters. See Blood Eaters, rated R.
It's kind of unbelievable that people in America are eating 40 pounds of sugar a year. I was told about it, first of all, by someone who was a nutritionist and said, Sherry, you've got to make some changes in your diet. I have equal, and I feel happier because I feel okay, it tastes good to me, it's just there, I use it, I like it. You got the sugar, you got the pink stuff, and you got the equal.
Only Equal has 100% NutraSweet. No sugar, no saccharin.
I choose equal.
It's one of those drinks that it's got a lot of stuff in it. We got rum, vodka, gin, tequila, triple sec, a little lime juice for flavor. You're going to shake everything up in your shaker. You're going to strain it into a glass filled with ice. I'm just going to turn this beautiful gift my wife got me. And remember all this Yeti mixer. I'm just going to drink it right out of there. Anyways, put all the booze together. That's pretty simple. This is like a good drink whenever you're out in an Italian castle or a Spanish castle. You don't know where you're at. And you're like, are they doing operations in there? Yeah, they are.
In a tight seal?
Oh, yes. Yeah. You know what? Can you show this picture, by the way? I love this picture. It looks like I'm having antics, and you're just like, I'm so fed up with antics. I am so fed up with antics. Anyway, Pazuzu, enjoy this drink. This movie we're watching, Castle of the Creeping Flesh, co-written by Jess Franco. You can tell what parts are. It's also got a lot of open heart surgery, so maybe eat during it. Pazuzu, this is a very strong drink. This will get you through. You might want to put it in your car too. Anyways, yeah, put it in your car, start it up on a cold day. Put it on the stove, heat up the gas on the stove like they do every year. Anyway, Pazuzu, enjoy the movie.
Enjoy this drink.
Pazuzu.
Enjoy this drink. And it is a drink.
Satan was an acid head. Freak out.
Well, guys, my streak came to an end after 11 appearances on this show and 22 drinks. I did not make the second drink. Because I'm saving myself for the third segment.
Oh, nice.
I have 16-year-old single malt scotch here for this segment. I'm classing up the joint for Castle of the Creeping Flesh.
I mean, someone has to with this movie. When you guys say, you're like, yeah, Sam picked this. Like, it's pretty obvious that this is a Sam movie.
Oh, yeah. That's why I love it when I'm on the show and I pick the first movie most of the time and Sam picks the second movie, and you can rest assured it's just Franco or this or
you were either getting this or the embalmer. Like, this was the two.
Okay.
Because I texted Bill the other night, I'm like, isn't the embalmer a Sam movie? He's like, oh, 100%.
It totally is a
Sam
movie. Is it? That's also called The Monster of Venice, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's pretty short too. I think it runs like 75 minutes.
Perfect.
You'll have to show that.
It was on one of those triple features with like Corpse Grinders and something else.
Undertaker and his pals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another movie where like it's totally not what you think it is from that title.
It reminds me of that other movie, The Deadly Organ. It's very similar where there's like a masked
Organ.
Yeah. It's got like a masked character commanding an army of beautiful women that he's keeping like Robert Palmer zombies. It's great.
They're addicted to
by playing his organ.
While playing his organ, yeah. Get out on the beach.
And it's an Argentinian horror movie.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Bloodthirst. Same show. Another fabulous exotica horror film. Bloodthirst.
Well, I appreciate you guys doing AMUCK. That closes the circle on that famous double feature. And I'm going to hold you to the promise that you'll have me back for Toys Are Not for Children.
And Strange Shadows in an Empty Room, if we can ever.
Strange Shadows, too, right? We've talked about that for years.
House of the Laughing Windows.
Yeah.
House of the Laughing Windows. That would be the first subtitled DF movie, I believe.
New Arrow release of it just came out, too.
I saw it. It looks beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah.
That movie is magnificent. It really is.
An upper tier Jolly, I would say.
Very much so.
One of the few very frightening ones too. So I enjoy.
I agree. Well, that's Poopy Avadian. Don't get me started. Maybe in the third segment I'll go off on him again. But remember, what was the first movie I picked on my first foray into the drive-in asylum?
Revenge of the Dead.
Zeder.
Exactly. Zeder. Yeah, exactly. And I waxed poetic about Poopy Avadi and Somehow you guys had me back on again.
Oh, we're all for that.
No, he's a hell of a director.
Mm-hmm. Still doing it too.
Yeah.
Even of his old age.
Boy, if we could find Arcane Sorcerer.
Oh, yeah.
That never had a release in any English-speaking territory, from what I understand.
No. But he made a bunch of stuff here in the last 5 or 6 years too. He was shooting stuff, I think in Kansas City he did one. And
yeah, he did. The first movie he did in Kansas, I learned when I was on my honeymoon, because the couple that was at our dinner table saw the shooting, and it was a movie called Bix, about Bix Beiderbecke, the early jazz trumpet player. And he liked Kansas, and I guess people around town liked his brother better because they thought Poopy was a snot. But they said Poopy was the Steven Spielberg of Italy. I don't know about that, but he's a hell of a good director.
Yeah.
Wow, Steven Spielberg.
No, I wouldn't. What? Well, that could be just basically because he did comedies, he did horror films, he did a film about a biopic about a jazz trumpet player, sort of, all across the genres.
So he's diverse.
Yeah, he's diverse.
On Joe Bob last night, he told a great joke about Italian directors that someone asked Fulci why all the Gialli have animal titles. And he said, well, you have to understand Italian directors love animals, and especially wild animals. Like Mario Bava loved cats, and Umberto Lenzi loves dogs, and Dario Argento loves himself. That was his quote, which is amazing.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's so true. I set Tenebrae in the future.
A world where the Nazis have won the war.
If you don't see that, you're a moron.
Yeah, that's a post-nuclear world. Yeah, and then Phenomena is the world where the Nazis won. The Bee Gees still exist, though. I mean, so
yeah,
I love that whole opening of that movie, Phenomena, where it's Fiore, isn't that?
Yes, Fiore.
I love those locations where she's in this rural area in Switzerland.
In Switzerland. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
All these mostly isolated homes. At least that's how they appear in the film.
Yeah.
And she just ends up in the wrong basement somehow.
And
How did that happen?
And he filmed it with a bigger crane than he had in Tenebrae, because that crane shot at the beginning of Phenomena is just incredible.
It's beautiful.
And he's got to be Father of the Year after all. His daughter's in his movie. She gets decapitated with glass and her head rolls down a waterfall.
You're like, isn't this waterfall beautiful? And then here comes a child's head bobbing down it.
It's unceremonious too. It's just
all to the great Goblin soundtrack. I think it was a Goblin soundtrack. Okay. Yeah,
it's got. It also has a lot of metal in it too.
metal. Yeah,
Blade,
Motorhead.
Screamy metal.
Yeah. I love it for that. I remember when it came out here, looking at the box repeatedly and being like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And it's pretty great.
Well, did you see the Creepers version first? Yeah. The new line that was cut down by 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, I made it onto VHS. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I never saw that. I saw only a bootleg on VHS of the long original version. Mm-hmm. And then I bought it later on DVD, of course.
Yeah.
But
I bought that on VHS, I think, from Anchor Bay. I don't remember. I definitely got a tape first, and then I upgraded to DVD because it was going to be the last format you ever had to buy.
Yeah, as I described it to people, and a friend of mine agrees, it's kind of like Dario Argento's album of greatest hits. We've got animals. We've got a psycho mad dog killer. We've got beautiful scenery. We've got heavy metal. We've got Donald Pleasance. We've got Jennifer Connelly, who's telepathic with insects. There's your bullshit science.
Yep.
It's got it all.
A school full of kids that hate each other.
Yes, and a chimp with a straight razor.
I think the maggot pit is what really puts it over the top. That's what really makes Phenomena for me. It's like and it's timed so perfectly too.
Yeah, it is.
It happens at exactly the right time in the film.
That's his homage to the barbed wire room in Suspiria.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Love it. Love it.
I feel sad that I can't have that experience every time. Like the first time you saw a movie like that you just kept thinking, like, what the fuck is happening here? I want to go back to that.
Well, you gave me an idea. We could come up, three of us could come up with the Dario Argento Italian giallo horror theme park. You could have like a Suspiria attraction where a dog would chase you and perhaps rip you to pieces like that blind guy. And then we could have the go-karts speed across a bridge where you're met by a blind girl with a dog, right?
Yeah.
I love this. I think, and at the end of each ride, we'll do a ride where you get you know how they sell you the picture of you on the like you get a necklace that has you going, like 3 pictures of you going like this. Yeah. So that's
I think that would work. I do. I mean,
can you work a decapitating elevator ride into this adventure?
Oh yeah, we got to do that. Deep Red.
That's
Sure.
been at least like, well, also the other one where someone got decapitated with it.
Trauma. I know.
Trauma.
Trauma. I know you like that one a lot, Bill. And I agree. That one's kind of underrated in Argento's filmography.
I think it's great.
Like old Cedar Point, there need to be painted wooden signs of the characters from the ride. So there's like the kid with Marfan syndrome from Phenomena, and he's like, "He must be this tall to ride the ride." And it's him like, and there's like the killer from Deep Red, like.
Would they take you through her bedroom when it's exploding at the end of Suspiria? Yeah. Things are going like boom right by your face.
Well, it would. I picture that Suspiria ride kind of like the Haunted Mansion at Disney World, where we're out in the car and then the door opens up and it goes, "Behind this door is hell." Elena Marcos, you want to kill Elena Marcos?
So you made it to my ride. How long?
Elena Marcos.
How many hours did you stand in line, huh?
You just hear her talk to you while you're in line, like, "You'll be up there in 20 minutes, huh?" That's how I'm it. That's the average ride
2
time.
minutes.
Yeah. We can have a Helena Marcos pizza location inside the park, and then on the way out, you can buy the little version of the lamp, like a kid-sized version of the lamp before you go home. What lot are we parked in? Oh, we're parked in Mother of Tears 8A. Oh, okay.
Right. You're in the third Mother parking lot.
Yeah, the third Mother, yeah.
Not the second Mother.
Can there be a pool that people go
in?
in?
Yeah. It's got to have a water park.
A water slide that takes you through, and then there's keys, and you have to catch them.
There's like a submerged ballroom that you land in, and you're like, there's a corpse. And I want to see that.
There needs to be a vendor that like you're trying to get some food from a vendor, and he just runs across the water and stabs you.
There would have to be a place below where you could stand and just observe the bathers as they went into the pool. You would just be like, the spectators.
And meanwhile, piped into the theme park over the speakers is Goblin really loud.
Yeah.
Like really loud.
Like louder than Pieces whenever they're playing the music that covers chainsaws.
Well, we were in here fiddling with that music.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. This is my trademark idea. If you steal it, I'll come and kill you.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
This is live on the air.
I know. This is like third segment stuff. Yeah. And I'm not even quite ready for the third segment because we have to watch Castle of the Creeping Flesh.
Yeah, we're getting ready to start the second movie.
Yeah, I'm excited for folks to watch this. Has anyone seen
I am too. I'm thrilled. This is going to be a life-changing experience. And remember, explain the movie to me.
Yeah.
In the third segment.
I'm going to take notes throughout this movie so I can figure out what it's about.
Okay.
It really does take 2 viewings. I was glad I watched it a second time because, it was a little confusing the first time. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to it.
Oh, that wouldn't help.
It's really, yeah. I don't know. I'm not pretending. It sneaks up on you.
I was watching it and thinking that it was just going to be background noise while I was watching it, and then I just totally dropped everything else I was doing. Jaw dropped, and I was like, "What the fuck is this movie about?" And it's great because at some point it was like, I think it was the line that finally said, "Oh, I'm so glad you got here. My daughter only died about an hour ago."
1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Answer the door.
And I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's one scene in here that we have to talk about when we come back.
Just one?
Oh, well, the one I want to talk about, because you will not believe it. You will not believe your eyes when you see it.
Yeah. It's funny because some of the reviews, you can tell if you would want to hang out with the reviewers of this on IMDb. Because a lot of people are like, this movie is just filled with sex and grossness, and it's really stupid.
Yeah.
And other people are like, this is fucking genius. And you can tell which people I want to hang out with. Like, open your mind up. Come on.
It's like everybody here.
It does have some kinky sex in it.
Yeah.
It seems to come out of nowhere because this was, like we were talking about earlier, 68.
68.
Like, I don't know. This seems kind of daring for 1968. And even coming from a Spanish, the Franco regime, like that they would make something this explicit, even if obviously it was for export. But
yeah,
wow, it's really daring.
I instantly ordered this from the Severin Black Friday sale.
Of course,
partway through it, I was like, "Oh my god! Like, I need to have this on the shelf. Like, I need to know that this is in my house."
I mean, it's not porn.
No,
I'm not saying it's porn, but it's just very explicit for a film. Did you ever see the unedited footage from Lisa and the Devil?
Yes,
with the lovemaking scene. It was like really super dirty. I mean, it was verging on hardcore.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really. And that was kind of shocking to think that he shot that and was going to have that in the film. And it just made me start thinking about movies like this. It would have been easy to make a hardcore inserts version of something like this because they go so far.
This also has the alt title "Appointment with Lust," which is doesn't really speak to what I mean. It does probably
the Castle of the Bloody Lust, right?
Yeah, or in the Castle of Bloody Lust is another one. It's like the Bloodsucker Leads the Dance is like that movie too, Bill, where you're like, oh, they threw inserts into this. I was not. I was watching it, I'm like, what? Because sometimes you will get inserts on Amazon Prime, and you'll be like, what? You're not ready for it. Yeah, I was positively scandalized.
Oh,
I wrote a letter.
I bet your face flushed red.
I did. I wrote a letter to my congressman, and I said, not like this, sir. I said, more skin on HBO. Send it off.
Go watch the second feature tonight, Castle of the Creeping Flesh on Tubi. I really apologize if anyone had a hard time finding the last film because I forgot to mention there's an exclamation point at the end of AMUCK, and I even got tripped up that way too. So I'm sorry if I effed it up for some of you, but I promise you, Castle of the Creeping Flesh.
Take notes.
It's like also known as Castle of Bloody Lust.
Yeah.
There were a couple other. We didn't really. There were no ads for this. This was never released theatrically in the United States, and I couldn't find it playing anywhere else in the world, in Australia or the UK.
Yeah.
So there were no newsprint ads to look at for this, but there were a couple of different titles.
It needs a really complicated Italian title to really take it all the way. Like In the Folds of the Flesh is a great title that I love. It's like, what's that movie about? Could be about anything.
So come back afterwards and we'll have plenty more to say with